Are you feeling trapped, unmotivated, and down lately? You're not alone. Today, we are going to talk about effective ways to lift your mood and start incorporating positive experiences into your life. When we are anxious and depressed, we avoid situations because we feel insecure. We don't feel like it's worth it. We feel like it requires too much effort. I have struggled with anxiety and depression for most of my life. It was really hard to get motivated to do things. I would always say to myself, maybe the next day. Each day would pass and I found myself living the same way. I would wake up with the same negative thoughts and wanted to escape all responsibilities and social settings. I felt tired and weak, and it felt like so much effort just to get dressed and get going. Everyday tasks would feel overwhelming and dreadful. I had the attitude that everything requires too much effort, even things like grocery shopping, packing for trips with my family, seeing friends, and going to parties felt like a lot of work. Over the years, I felt a buildup of challenging emotions I had to deal with. My low mood and anxiety was affecting me and others around me. When we change our behaviors, we change our mood. In today's video, I want to discuss the role of behavioral activation and how it can improve our mood. People who are depressed or anxious tend to avoid activities that they used to enjoy in the past, like going out with friends. They avoid responsibilities and social settings, and they engage in unhelpful behaviors that fuel anxiety and depression even more, like excessive sleeping and isolating themselves in their homes. This is how I felt for many years. These behaviors led to missed experiences, increased negative moods, and led to a cycle of anxiety and depression. Behavioral activation is a treatment used to help people overcome depression, anxiety, and mood disorders. It is about changing your behaviors to improve your mood and start living a healthier, happier, and purposeful life. Breaking the cycle of depression and anxiety involves a series of steps that help to slowly incorporate new experiences into your life. So, how does behavioral activation work? The first step is identifying patterns of avoidance. This involves recognizing how you're avoiding situations and people because of fears and low mood. The second task is keeping an activity log where you track the activities you are doing and noting how it makes you feel. The third step is activity scheduling. When we are working towards breaking the cycle of fear, depression, or anxiety, we have to start incorporating new things into our life that were not there before. This may be very hard at first because you may not feel like it at all. When we are used to old patterns, it takes time to rewire our minds and start learning new habits. When I was stuck feeling down for so many years, it required effort to change. When we are willing, it is the first step towards change. So start scheduling new activities into your day, even if you don't feel like it. Start with small activities like a short walk and gradually increase more meaningful activities. Choose goals that are value-based. Choose activities that have meaning and purpose to you. For me, including physical walks into my daily routine was meaningful because it improved my mental health and physical health. I chose this as a value-based activity because it contributed to my overall better health. Break tasks into small, manageable steps so you don't feel overwhelmed. The last step is problem solving. When you have a task to do but are having a difficult time getting motivated to get it done, you can learn to manage challenges you are facing so you can move forward and break the cycle of fear, anxiety, or depression. Whatever challenge you are facing, action is the way to fix it. When I was experiencing high anxiety and depression, I used these methods to help me start to break the cycle of my low mood. I was experiencing low energy levels and sadness for many years. My behavior was always avoiding situations and activities. Because of this, I had no positive experiences, and this only worsened my mood. This is the cycle behavioral activation tries to break. When we interrupt our thoughts and stay focused on activities that will incorporate more positive experiences into our lives, we start to live more meaningful and enjoyable lives. Motivating ourselves to take action improves our quality of life over time. By taking on new experiences, we are able to try new things. Boosting my motivation helped me to start interacting better with others, allowed me to develop the belief in myself to start my own business, and become grateful for the opportunities available. Suppressing behaviors causes mood changes, and adding new behaviors also causes mood changes. I remember having a bad day. I was home all day, I felt stale and unproductive. I just sat there thinking about how bad I felt. I didn't have the energy to do anything. My family and I were invited to a birthday party that day, and I didn't feel like going. I was pushed by another family member to go to the party. I was hesitant and just was unmotivated to get ready and go. After a lot of convincing and pushing, I brought myself to go and went to the party. I listened to music, socialized with others, and was around laughing and positivity. It was a different feeling than being at home, isolated and trapped in my thoughts. Going out changed my environment and made me feel different. In the end, I was happy I went and encouraged to go to this party. So after attending this party, my mood changed. The lesson here is you won't feel different until you change your actions and incorporate something new into your life. When you change your actions, it is then that you will feel different. You don't have to feel 100% ready to start taking action. It is action that leads to confidence. Once we start doing that, we start to feel different. It is our behaviors and actions that improve our mental health. You can't wait to feel more motivated or more confident or more energetic. You have to start doing things before any of these things can happen. You can't wait to feel less anxious to resolve your fears. You have to face your fears so you can start feeling less anxious. Action changes how we feel physically, emotionally, and mentally. Action changes our mood. When you feel low energy or low mood, try to get out of the house and start moving your body. Take note of how this feels. Also, track how your mood feels when you stay in bed all day versus how you feel when you go out for a walk. Becoming aware of the difference in how you feel when you try new things can help you break the cycle of avoidance. When we are struggling and feeling down, you want to choose an action that breaks the cycle of fear, anxiety, or depression. Here is a list of behavioral activation activities you can start doing to improve your mood and start connecting with more positive experiences. I grouped the activities into separate categories so you can start choosing activities from each group. The first behavioral activation category to engage in is activities you find enjoyable, such as taking a walk, listening to music, baking, arts and crafts, or watching a show. The second is engaging in social activities like planning a lunch meetup with a friend, joining a class, or volunteering. The third category is choosing activities that give you a sense of accomplishment, such as cleaning up an area of your home, organizing your workspace, taking a course, and learning a new skill. Another category is to choose an activity that includes a routine, like taking a walk every day, getting dressed and ready, even if you do not have anywhere to be, or eating regular, healthy meals. Choosing activities that align with your values helps bring purpose and control back into your life. Don't wait for confidence or a better mood to magically appear. To have that change in your life, you must change your behaviors in order to change your mood and attitude that will carry you through life. Behavioral activation is very important in breaking the cycle of fear, anxiety, and depression, and helps bring joy, peace, and happiness into our lives. Remember, even one small action a day can change your life. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep incorporating action into your daily routines, and you will start having life-changing results.